Sweat beads on my forehead as the boardroom hums with panic. Aether Dynamics' fusion reactor prototype, our beacon of hope, spirals toward catastrophe. Alarms scream, screens flash red, and Victor Sterling's smug grin betrays his sabotage. I'm Jake Miller, a small-town mechanic thrust into this corporate maelstrom, my calloused hands gripping a laptop, my daughter Emily at my side, her fingers flying across keys. We're racing time, decoding Sterling's digital venom, lines of malicious code woven into the reactor's core systems. The room's a furnace of fear. Catherine Vance, our CEO, watches, her eyes pleading for salvation. I feel the weight of my father's toolbox, its worn handle grounding me. This isn't just a machine failing, it's a betrayal, a calculated strike to bury Aether's dream of clean energy. Emily's voice cuts through. "Dad, I've got the bypass algorithm." Her robotic skills, honed in our garage, now hold the key. My old-school diagnostics clash with Sterling's high-tech treachery, but I see the fault lines, physical relays tampered, data streams corrupted. The reactor's hum grows erratic, a heartbeat faltering. I bark orders to the crisis team, my voice steady despite the chaos. Reroute the coolant, now. Sterling's eyes narrow. He didn't expect resistance. Emily's program isolates his sabotage, a digital tourniquet. I'm no suit, no boardroom shark, just a man who fixes things, who sees the world in gears and circuits. My father taught me to trust the machine's truth, not the lies men weave. The clock ticks, seconds to meltdown. Catherine's faith in me, a stranger from a nowhere town, feels like a lifeline. I patch a manual override, my hands moving on instinct, muscle memory from years in the shop. Emily's data stream sinks, and the reactor's wail softens. The room holds its breath. Sterling's facade cracks. He bolts for the door, but security's already closing in. We've stopped the collapse, but this fight is just begun. The truth lies buried in logs and betrayal, and I'll dig it out, piece by piece, like always. Months before the chaos, I'm just Jake Miller, third-generation mechanic running Miller Motors in a fading Midwestern town. My shop's a relic, smelling of oil and steel, where I wrestle with engines others can't crack. My father's ghost lingers in every wrench, his lessons etched in my bones. Trust your hands, trust the machine. I'm 42, weathered but unbowed, my life's rhythm set by diagnostics and deadlines. Emily, my 16-year-old daughter, is my light, sharp as a tack, her mind a maze of code and circuits, building robots in our garage. But the shop's dying. Big chains siphon our customers, and bills pile like rusting hulks. I'm proud, stubborn, clinging to Dad's legacy, but the bank's cold math doesn't care. My heart's a tangle of guilt. Emily deserves more than this crumbling town. I've lost my wife, gone 5 years, left a void no wrench can fill. I hide the pain, but it's there in the quiet nights, in the way I grip my father's toolbox like a talisman.
I'm no hero, just a man who fixes what's broken, who sees the world in patterns others miss. Catherine Vance's electric car, stranded by a storm, changes everything. I find the fault, a glitch where digital meets mechanical, while she watches, her sharp eyes seeing something in me. Her offer to join Aether Dynamics feels like a betrayal of Dad's shop, but Emily's future pulls harder. I'm torn, my roots deep in this soil, but the world's moving on, and I'm scared of being left behind. The storm's howl rattles Miller Motors' windows as I work on Catherine's car. It's late, Emily asleep in the back office, her robotics books scattered. The car's a beast, high-tech, sleek, but crippled by a fault no fancy shop could find. I trace the issue to a hybrid circuit, a bridge between old mechanics and new code. My hands move, guided by memory. Dad, years ago, teaching me to feel a machine's pulse. "Listen, Jake," he'd say, "it'll tell you what's wrong." His toolbox sits beside me, scratched and heavy, a relic of his life. I see him in my mind, his hand steady, his voice calm, even as cancer ate him. Losing him was my first wound. Losing Sarah, my wife, carved it deeper. The shop's my refuge, but it's also a cage, tying me to a past I can't escape. Fixing Catherine's car feels like defiance, proof I'm still worth something. Her presence, watching silently, stirs unease. She sees too much. I'm exposed, a man clinging to a dying trade, haunted by what I couldn't save. The circuit clicks into place. The car hums alive. Catherine's nod feels like a verdict, but the toolbox at my feet whispers, "Don't forget who you are." A stranger's car fixed, a stranger's offer made. My world tilts, and I wonder if I'm ready to leave the only life I've known. Seattle's skyline glitters, but it's a cold light. Emily and I moved into a cramped apartment, the city's pulse jarring after our quiet town. The shop's gone, sold to cover debts, my father's wrench now a weight in my toolbox. Emily's thrilled, her eyes on Rossi Dynamics, but I'm adrift. Neighbors here don't know me. They see a grease-stained nobody. At the corner store, a clerk eyes my worn jacket, assuming I'm trouble. Back home, I was David, the guy who fixed your carburetor. Here, I'm invisible. Emily feels it too. She's quiet, missing her friends, but she hides it, her optimism a knife in my gut. I'm doing this for her, but what if I've uprooted us for nothing? The city's noise, horns, chatter, endless screens, drowns out the hum of engines I know. Rossi Dynamics looms, a glass giant promising salvation or ruin. I'm out of place, a man of wrenches in a world of code. Emily's adapting, her laptop a lifeline, but I see her struggle. She misses her old room, her routine. I promised her better, but this city feels like a trap, closing in. My father's voice haunts me. "Keep the shop, David." I sold it anyway, and the guilt gnaws. Did I betray him for a paycheck? For Emily's future? I don't know anymore. First day at Rossi Dynamics, and I'm a fish in a desert. The engineers, kids half my age, sneer at my toolbox, my outdated methods. One, Ethan, all slick hair and smug grins, calls my wrench a relic during a meeting. The room laughs, and I'm back in that shop, hearing that kid smirk all over again. They don't know I fixed Isabella's prototype when their algorithms failed. They don't care. To them, I'm a charity case, hired on a whim. Isabella's not here to back me. She's in meetings, untouchable. I'm alone, my skills dismissed, my presence a joke. Ethan's the worst. He corners me after, saying, "Stick to oil changes, old man." His words sting, not because they're new, but because they echo my fear. I don't belong. I clutch my father's wrench in my pocket, its weight grounding me. I fixed their damn car in a blizzard, but here I'm nothing. The betrayal isn't just theirs, it's mine. I betrayed my father's legacy for this, for a chance at something bigger, and now I'm drowning in their contempt. Emily's faith in me keeps me standing, but even that feels fragile. I don't back down. Next day, I'm in the lab, their prototype sputtering. Ethan's team fumbles, their screens flashing errors. I step in, tracing the issue to a misaligned sensor, a fix no computer caught. My hands move, muscle memory from years in the shop. The engine hums, and the room goes quiet. Ethan scoffs, but I see doubt in his eyes. I don't gloat, I just work. Isabella catches wind, nods from across the lab. It's small, but it's something. I'm not invisible anymore. Emily's my anchor. She's hacking away at data, finding patterns in the prototype's logs. She shows me, her voice steady, proud. "We're a team, Dad." I nod, but doubt lingers. I'm fighting, but for what? To prove I'm not a relic? To keep her faith? I grip the wrench, my father's ghost urging me on. It's a start, but it's not enough.
A small win sparks hope, but can I outrun their scorn? A midnight alert jolts me, a crimson pulse on my screen. A reactor subsystem's down, no cause given. I'm in Aether's control room, screens glaring like accusing eyes. The toolbox at my feet a heavy ghost. The fault's familiar. Relays I flagged, tampered by Sterling's hand, now failing again. My pulse races. This is no glitch, but a deliberate shadow. His sabotage alive. I see Dad's shop, its oil-stained floor, his steady voice. Listen to the machine, Jake. But here, the machine screams betrayal. And I'm scared, not of circuits, but of failing Emily, Catherine, the world banking on Aether's clean energy. The city's weight, New York's cold steel, presses my chest. The toolbox, etched with Dad's lessons, feels like a judge, its silence heavy with stakes. Emily's future, my town's pride, hang in the balance. And I'm a mechanic, not a savior. Sterling's eyes, though absent, haunt me, his threat a blade in the dark. I trace the fault, my hands trembling, the reactor's hum faltering like a wounded heart. This isn't just a machine, it's a dream, and I'm its keeper, exposed, alone. The fear's real, a cold knot in my gut, whispering I'm not enough. My shop's memory, its grit, feels distant, but the toolbox anchors me. I'm Jake Miller, and though terror claws, I'll face this. For Emily, for Dad, for a world that needs this light. I plunge into the system, my hands shaking but guided. The toolbox's weight steadying me. Emily's beside me, her code cutting through data like a blade. Her robotics honed in our garage, now a shield. We trace the fault, a rigged switch, buried in the reactor's core, Sterling's venom alive. My multimeter probes, finding his sabotage, a physical scar in the machine's heart. I bypass it, my instincts outwitting his trap. Dad's lessons my compass. Sterling's allies watch, their gazes sharp, but I feel their doubt waver. Emily's voice, fierce, steadies me. We're close, Dad. Her program maps the breach, a digital wall against Fusion Corp's shadow, their presence lurking in the logs. I'm exposed, a small-town man in a corporate war, my heart pounding with the stakes. Failure means ruin, not just for us, but for Aether's dream. The city's pulse, relentless, amplifies the threat, but I'm not alone. The toolbox, scratched and true, carries Dad's voice. Find the break. My shop's grit, its oil and steel, lives in my hands, guiding each move. Catherine's trust, a faint nod, fuels me. I'm Jake Miller, no suit, just a man who mends, facing a threat bigger than any engine. The reactor's hum steadies, our fix holding, but fear lingers, a shadow I can't wrench away. Emily's fire, my resolve, keep me grounded. We're not done, but we're fighting, for truth, for a future that's ours to save. I stand firm, the toolbox my anchor, its edges biting my palms. I won't let Sterling's shadow win. The reactor's hum steadies, Emily's code sealing the breach, my hands locking down the subsystem. Dad's voice echoes, "Fix it, Jake, no matter how deep." I'm no hero, just a mechanic, but I'm enough. I tell Catherine, my voice iron, we'll stop this, whatever it takes. Her eyes, steady, ignite my resolve. The city's glare, New York's steel heart, can't break me. I'm fighting for Emily's dreams, Dad's legacy, a world craving clean energy. The toolbox, heavy with memory, is my vow. Truth endures. My shop, Miller Motors, lives in me, its grit my spine. Sterling's threat, Fusion Corp's shadow, loom, but I see their cracks. Emily's belief, her code, a beacon, drives me. I'm Jake Miller, my hands shaped by grease, my heart by loss. Sarah's gone, but her love lives in Emily's fire.
The control room's glow, once cold, now warms. The reactor's pulse ours. I'm not running. I'm building, mending, standing tall. Catherine's faith, my daughter's pride, are my strength. The fear's real, but so's my will, unbending, forged in small-town dirt. The toolbox whispers, "You're enough." I'm ready, not for glory, but for truth, for a future we'll protect. With Emily, Catherine, my tools, I'll face the dark, mend the breaks, and keep Aether's dream alive. For Dad, for my town, for a world that needs us. The system holds, Sterling's shadow retreats, but truth waits. Can I tear open his lies?
The server room's a crypt, its hum a low dirge, my hands tracing wires like a man reading bones. Emily's at her laptop, her code slicing through Sterling's digital venom. I'm weary, the weight of Aether's future pressing my shoulders, my father's toolbox at my feet. It scratches a map of my past. Then a ping, an anonymous email, encrypted, sharp as a blade. Check maintenance log 47B. My heart kicks. This is no accident. I dive into the logs, fingers trembling, the screen's glow harsh. There it is, Sterling's failsafe, a hidden override buried in the reactor's protocols, designed to cripple us at the board meeting. It's a miracle, a crack in his iron trap. Emily's eyes meet mine, wide with fire. She sees it too. The sender's trace leads to Fusion Corp, a whistleblower risking all. I grip the toolbox, its edges biting my palms. Dad's voice whispering, "Truth finds a way." This isn't luck. It's a lifeline, a stranger's hand reaching through the dark. My town, my shop, taught me to see what others miss. But this feels bigger, like fate turning a gear. Catherine's in the loop now, her nod a spark. The log's details unfold, dates, codes, Sterling's fingerprints. I'm no hacker, just a mechanic, but I know a fault when I see one. Emily's code confirms it, her robotics skills threading the needle. The room feels alive, the hum louder, as if the machine knows we're close. This discovery shifts the fight. Sterling's not untouchable. My hands, calloused from years of grease, steady. The toolbox, my anchor, feels lighter, as if Dad's saying, "You've got this." We're not alone anymore. Someone's fighting with us, and I'll use this gift to break Sterling's game. The email's data is a goldmine. Schematics, emails, proof of Sterling's collusion with Fusion Corp. I'm stunned, my breath catching in the server room's chill. A stranger's risked their life to hand us this. Catherine storms in, her eyes fierce, and names the sender. Eleanor Davison, Arthur's wife, a shadow in this corporate war. Her courage is a torch lighting our path. I'm back at the reactor's relays, my hands moving like Dad's, probing circuits Sterling thought hidden. Emily's program syncs with Eleanor's files, mapping his sabotage in stark lines. The toolbox sits open, its tools gleaming like relics of a simpler fight. My team, once skeptical, rallies. Techs who mocked my small-town ways now nod, their hands joining mine. Eleanor's evidence is ironclad. Emails tying Sterling to Fusion Corp's CEO, plans to steal Aether's tech. I feel Dad's lessons in my bones. Truth finds allies, even in betrayal's shadow. Catherine's trust, Emily's code, my diagnostics, they weave a net. The reactor hums steady, my fix is holding. I'm no suit, but I'm the man who sees the breaks others miss. Eleanor's sacrifice humbles me. She's burned bridges for us. My town taught me grit, but this is bigger. A woman's courage against her own blood. Emily's voice cuts through. "Dad, we've got enough to nail him." I nod, my heart heavy but sure. The team's a unit now, their eyes on me, not Sterling. The toolbox, my father's ghost, anchors me. This miracle, this unexpected ally, shifts the tide. We're not just fixing a machine,
We're dismantling a lie. My hands, my daughter, this stranger, they're my strength. I'm Jake Miller, and with Eleanor's truth, we're unstoppable, ready to drag Sterling's empire into the light.
Eleanor's gift rewrites our fight. I'm not just patching relays. I'm saving Aether, Emily's dreams, Dad's legacy. In the server room, I tell Emily and Catherine, we're not stopping at survival. We expose Sterling, rebuild trust, show the world what integrity means. My voice is steel, born of grease and loss. The toolbox sits by me, its weight my resolve, Dad's lessons its pulse. I rework the reactor's protocols, my diagnostics blending with Emily's code, Eleanor's truth our shield. Our goal's bigger now. Protect Aether's fusion dream, yes, but also prove grit outshines betrayal. Emily's eyes shine. She's in. Her robotic skills are spear. Catherine's nod is a vow. She's with us. Her vision our guide. I'm no longer just a mechanic. I'm a leader, fighting for a future where truth wins. My hands move, tracing circuits, each fix a step toward justice. The team watches, their doubt gone, replaced by fire. I see my town in them, my shop's grit in their hands. Sterling's empire looms, but we're a force now, united by this miracle. I think of Dad, his toolbox a testament to fixing what's broken, no matter how deep the fault. Emily's program locks the system down, safe for now. Catherine speaks of a new division, blending my skills with Aether's tack. My goal shifts, not just to stop Sterling, but to build something lasting. For Emily, for the world waiting for clean energy. The server room's hum is a heartbeat, ours. I'm Jake Miller, son of a mechanic, father to a genius, ally to a brave woman. This fight's for more than Aether. It's for every small-town dreamer, every honest hand. The toolbox, my compass, points forward. We're ready, our path clear, the miracle our spark to burn Sterling's lies to ash. Eleanor's truth arms us, but Sterling's shadow deepens. Can we turn this spark into a blaze? I'm done waiting. Sterling's shadow looms, but I'm taking the fight to him. In Aether's server room, the air's thick with the hum of machines. My father's toolbox open at my feet. Its worn tools a call to war. Emily's beside me, her laptop glowing, her robotics code repurposed to hunt anomalies in the reactor systems. We build a tracking program, her algorithms weaving through data like a needle through cloth. I'm on the physical side, my hands deep in the reactor's relays, using Dad's old multimeter to probe for Sterling's sabotage. The metal's cold, but my focus burns. We find it, a tampered circuit, a deliberate fault meant to cripple us. I replace it, my fingers steady, each move a defiance of Sterling's game. Emily's program flags a hidden data stream, a digital thread linking to Fusion Corp. My heart pounds. This is no longer just fixing a machine. It's hunting a traitor. Catherine's in the loop, her eyes sharp, trusting my call. I'm no corporate soldier, just a mechanic, but I know breaks when I see them. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, is my anchor. Dad's voice in its weight. Find the fault, Jake. Emily's code locks on to Sterling's next move. A coded signal meant to crash the system. We're not just patching, we're striking back, our hands and minds in sync. The reactor hums, stable for now, but the fight's just begun. I feel the city's pulse, New York's steel heart, and know I'm out of place, but not outmatched. Catherine's faith is a shield, Emily's sword. My shop, my town, taught me to see what others miss, and I'm using it now. This first step, this act of defiance, is ours. A mechanic and his daughter against a corporate beast. We're ready, the toolbox my vow, to tear Sterling's lies apart, piece by piece. The circuit's fixed, the reactor's hum steady. A small win carved from Sterling's trap. Emily's program traps his next move, a coded signal meant to crash the system at the board meeting. We've stopped it, our hands and code a bulwark against his venom. The server room feels alive, its glow a flicker of hope. Catherine nods, her trust a weight I carry proudly. But victory's fleeting. Sterling's allies in Aether tighten their grip, whispering I'm unfit, a small-town fraud who stumbled into their world. A manipulated safety report leaks to the media, painting Aether as reckless, my name dragged through the mud. The headlines sting, each word a jab at my pride. I'm a mechanic, not a savior, and doubt creeps in. Am I enough for this war? Emily's eyes, fierce with belief, anchor me, her voice cutting through. We've got this, Dad. The toolbox sits by me. It scratches a map of Dad's lessons. Keep going, no matter the noise. But Sterling's untouchable. His influence a web spun deep in Aether's halls. Colleagues who once nodded now turn away, their trust wavering. The city's a beast, its glare unforgiving, and I feel its weight. My roots in a small town, a chain I can't shake. Emily faces her own battles. School kids mock her, calling her dad a fluke. My heart aches. I've brought her into this storm. The media's lies grow louder. Aether's stock dips, and Sterling's smirk haunts me. Yet the reactor holds, our fix a quiet triumph. I grip the toolbox, its edges biting my palms. And no, we're not done. This win's small, but it's ours, built on grit and truth. The obstacles tower, Sterling's reach, the world's doubt. But I'm Jake Miller, and I've faced worse. Emily's code, my hands, Dad's legacy. They're enough to keep fighting, to face the next blow.
I stand taller. The server room's hum my heartbeat. I look at Emily, her eyes fierce, and say, we're not stopping. In a late-night meeting, I meet Catherine's gaze, my voice iron. We'll expose Sterling, save Aether, no matter what. The toolbox is my anchor, its weight Dad's lessons. Find the fault, fix it, no matter how deep. I'm committed, not just to a job, but to truth, to Emily's future, to the world waiting for clean energy. My hands rework the reactor's protocols, each adjustment a vow. Emily's code weaves through, sealing cracks Sterling left. We're a unit, her skill and my grit a force. The city's noise, the media's lies, fade against my resolve. I'm no suit, no polished exec. I'm Jake Miller, son of a mechanic, father to a genius. Sterling's empire looms, but I see its cracks, the same way I see a broken engine's flaws. Catherine's vision for Aether, clean energy for all, fuels me. I think of my shop, Miller Motors, its oil-stained floor, a testament to honest work. That's who I am, and I'll bring that here, to this glass tower. Emily's belief, Catherine's trust, Dad's toolbox, they're my strength. I'm fighting for more than Aether. I'm fighting for every small-town dreamer, every hand that fixes what's broken. The reactor's steady, our protocols tighter. But this is bigger than machines. It's about proving integrity wins, that grit outshines betrayal. I'm all in, my heart set, my hands ready. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, sits by me, a reminder I'm built for this. Sterling can throw what he wants, lies, threats, chaos, but I'll keep going, step by step, until his game's done. Emily nods, her code ready, our path clear. We're not just surviving, we're building, fighting, winning, for a future that's ours to shape. Our first steps hold, but Sterling's empire looms. Truth's a spark, and I'm ready to ignite it. The boardroom's a crucible. its air thick with sweat and fear, alarms screaming as Aether's fusion reactor teeters on the edge of meltdown. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic in a suits world, standing at the heart of chaos, my father's toolbox at my feet, its worn handle grounding me. Emily's beside me, her laptop a weapon, her tracking program slicing through Sterling's digital traps. Screens flash red, the reactors hum a dying beast's groan, and Victor Sterling's smirk cuts like a blade. He thinks he's won. Catherine Vance, our CEO, stands firm, her eyes locked on me, pleading for salvation. I feel the weight of my town, my shop, my daughter's future, all riding on this moment. Sterling's rigged the reactor, I say, my voice steady, cutting through the panic. Gasps ripple, the board stunned, suits shifting in their seats. I project Emily's data, logs stark and damning, showing Sterling's back door, his link to Fusion Corp, our rival. The room's electric, tension coiling like a spring. I'm no orator, just a man who fixes things, but my words land like blows. Emily's program naps every tampered relay, every coded override, a web of betrayal spun by Sterling's hand. The crisis team moves, my diagnostics guiding their hands, my voice barking orders, reroute the coolant now. Sterling's eyes narrow, his smirk faltering. He didn't expect us to fight back. Security edges closer, their presence a silent threat. The reactor's wail softens, our patches holding, but the air still heavy. I'm a small-town man, out of place in this glass tower, but I know machines, I know truth. Dad's lessons echo, find the fault, hold fast. Emily's code is our sword, her robotic skills honed in our garage now saving a dream. Catherine's faith, unwavering, is my shield. The boardroom's a battlefield, and I'm no general, but I'm the one who sees the breaks. Sterling's trapped, his plan unraveling, and I'm the mechanic tearing it apart. The toolbox sits, scratched and heavy, a testament to grit. We're not done, but this moment's ours, a public stand against a traitor's game, and I'll see it through, for Aether, for Emily, for the world waiting beyond these walls. The truth spills like oil, dark and undeniable. Emily's program lights up the boardroom screens, a map of Sterling's betrayal. Data streams, tampered relays, coded overrides, all tied to Fusion Corp. I walk the board through it, my voice rough but sure, a mechanic's clarity cutting through corporate fog. My hands, calloused from years at Miller Motors, trace the physical faults I found, relay Sterling rigged to fail, buried deep in the reactor's core. The toolbox sits by me, its weight, Dad's legacy, urging me on. Emily's eyes shine, her code our spear, piercing Sterling's lies. Then Eleanor Davidson steps forward, Arthur's wife, her face pale but resolute. She hands over documents, emails, bank records, proof of Arthur's collusion with Fusion Corp, a betrayal deeper than Sterling's. The room's silent, the air heavy with shock. Sterling's smirk is gone, his eyes darting. Arthur slumps, his guilt a visible wound. I feel Dad's lessons in my bones. Truth cuts deeper than lies, sharper than any wrench. Emily's program syncs with Eleanor's evidence, a digital and paper trail no one can deny. Catherine nods, her trust a fire that fuels me. I'm no hero, just a man who sees what others miss, who fixes what's broken. The board's eyes are on me, their doubt replaced by awe. I'm Jake Miller, small-town mechanic, standing in a glass tower, exposing a conspiracy that threatened a world's hope. Eleanor's courage, risking her husband's ruin, humbles me. My shop, my town, taught me to face hard truths, and now I'm their voice.
The reactor stabilizes, our team's hands guided by my diagnostics. Emily's code a lifeline. Sterling's empire cracks, his Fusion Corp allies exposed, their plot to steal Aether's tech laid bare. I think of Dad, his toolbox a relic of honest work, and know this is my fight. Truth over betrayal, grit over greed. Emily's pride, Catherine's resolve, my hands, they weave a story the world will hear. The boardroom still, the truth raw, a wound open to heal. I'm not done, but this moment's ours. A mechanic and his daughter, a CEO and a whistleblower, tearing down a liar's throne. Sterling's empire crumbles, his smug mask shattered. The board turns on him, their voices sharp, demanding answers he can't give. Arthur's confession, spurred by Eleanor's evidence, seals their fate. His voice cracks, admitting his Fusion Corp ties, his betrayal of Aether's dream. I stand in the boardroom, my father's toolbox at my feet. It scratches a map of my resolve. Emily's program, a beacon of her brilliance, lays bare every move Sterling made, every relay he tampered, every code he twisted. The reactor hums steady now, our crisis team's hands guided by my diagnostics, my voice a steady drum in the chaos. Sterling's led away, security's grip tight, his arrogance dust. Arthur follows, head bowed, a man broken by his own greed. The board's old biases, dismissing my small-town ways, my oil-stained hands, crumble like rust. They see me now, Jake Miller, not a fraud but a truth-teller, a mechanic who outsmarted a corporate snake. Catherine's vision, clean energy for all, stands taller, her trust in me a cornerstone. I feel Dad's pride, his lessons alive in every fix I've made. Emily hugs me, her eyes fierce, her robotic skills a bridge between my world and hers. The toolbox, heavy with memory, is my anchor. Dad's voice saying, "You did it, Jake." The boardroom's air shifts, the suits nodding, their skepticism gone. I'm no suit, no polished exec, but I've broken a conspiracy, saved a dream. Sterling's plan, Fusion Corp's shadow, lies in ruins, exposed by a small-town man and his daughter's code. The reactor's safe, Aether's mission secure, and I'm the one who held the line. The world outside these walls will hear this story. Grit over greed, truth over lies. My town, my shop, live in me, in every bolt I've turned. Catherine's hand on my shoulder, Emily's smile, they're my strength. The fight's not over, but the enemy's exposed, their power gutted. I'm Jake Miller, and with my toolbox, my daughter, and a CEO's faith, I've shaken the foundations of betrayal, built something stronger, something true, for a world that needs it. The truth's out, Sterling's broken, but doubts linger. Can I face the shadows within to finish this? The boardroom victory feels hollow, a fleeting spark in the dark. I'm alone in my office, the city's glow cold through the window. My father's toolbox staring back, it scratches a silent judgment. Sterling's gone, his empire dust, but his sneers echo. Small-town fraud, out of place. Am I enough? The weight of Aether's future, Emily's dreams, presses my chest. I'm just a mechanic, not a savior. My hands more at home with wrenches than corporate wars. Doubt creeps like rust, eating at my resolve. I see Emily's face, her trust a mirror I'm scared to look into. What if I fail her? My shop, Miller Motors, feels a world away. Its oil-stained floor a life I understood. Here, in this glass tower, I'm adrift, my roots shallow. The toolbox, heavy with Dad's legacy, feels like a chain. I've stopped a meltdown, exposed a traitor, but what if it's not enough? The city's noise, the media's glare, amplify my fear. I'm a man out of time, clinging to tools that don't fit. Emily's future, Catherine's faith, rest on me, and the thought of buckling under that weight twists my gut. I'm Jake Miller, but who is that here? A ghost of my father? A shadow of what Aether needs? The doubt's a wound, raw and deep, and I'm bleeding, alone in the quiet of this sterile room. I grip the toolbox, its edges biting my palms, grounding me. Dad's voice cuts through the fog. Fix what's broken, Jake. My fear's not Sterling, not the reactor.
It's losing myself, becoming a cog in this corporate machine. I see Sarah's face, her smile faded 5 years ago, and Emily's trust, bright but fragile. I'm scared of failing them, of letting Dad's lessons slip through my fingers. This city, this fight, could swallow me, turn me into someone I don't know. The toolbox is heavy, its weight a reminder of who I am, a mechanic, a father, a man who faces breaks head on. I breathe, slow. The office's hum, a faint pulse. My fear's real, a shadow I can't wrench away. But I face it. I've lost before, Sarah, Dad, but I'm still here, still fighting. Emily's belief, Catherine's nod, they're not burdens, they're anchors. I'm not a suit, not a hero, just a man who sees what's broken and mends it. The doubt lingers, but I stand, toolbox in hand, and look it in the eye. My shop taught me to listen to machines, to feel their truth. This fear is a machine too, and I'll find its fault. I'm Jake Miller, and I won't run from what's inside me. I'll fix it, like I've always done, one turn at a time.
I stand, the toolbox in my hands, its weight my strength. I'm Jake Miller, son of a mechanic, father to Emily, a man who fixes what's broken. I've torn through Sterling's lies, saved Aether's reactor, exposed a traitor's heart. My hands, calloused from years of grease, are my truth. Doubt tried to break me, but I'm still here. My father's lessons, my spine. I'm fighting for Emily's future, for Aether's dream, for Dad's legacy, a world where grit wins. The city's noise fades. I hear my shop's hum. It's oil and steel my roots. Catherine's trust, Emily's pride, fuel me. I'm no corporate soldier, no polished exec. I'm a mechanic, and that's enough. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, is my vow. I'll keep going, no matter the weight. Sterling's shadow, the world's glare, can't dim me. I've faced my fear, seen its shape, and I'm stronger for it. Aether's mission, clean energy for all, is mine too. I'll lead, not follow, my hands and heart guiding the way. Emily's smile, Dad's voice, they're with me in every bolt I turn. I'm not just a cog, I'm the one who keeps the machine running. The office feels alive, its hum my pulse. I'm ready, my resolve steel, to finish this fight, to build something true. I'm Jake Miller, and with my daughter, my toolbox, my grit, I'll face whatever comes, unbowed, unbroken, for a world that needs fixing. My heart's steady, my path clear, but the world's watching. How will they judge what we've done?
The world erupts, a storm of noise and light. Headlines scream about Aether's near meltdown. My name, Jake Miller, splashed across screens. The small-town hero who stopped a disaster. Some call me a savior. Their words warm but fleeting, like sparks from a welder's torch. Others sneer, labeling me a corporate pawn, a fluke who stumbled into glory. The city's a beast, its glare unrelenting, and I feel its teeth. Emily faces it too, her school a battleground of whispers, kids mocking her dad as a one-hit wonder. My gut twists. I've dragged her into this chaos. The toolbox sits in my office. It scratches a map of Dad's lessons, but the media's roar drowns them out. Aether's stock wavers, the public's trust fragile. I shield Emily, my voice steady as I tell her, we're more than their words. But the noise is deafening, a tide pulling at my roots. My town, Miller Motors, feels a world away, its oil-stained floor a simpler truth. The media's a mirror, showing a man I barely know. Hero, fraud, outsider. I'm just a mechanic, my hands built for wrenches, not headlines. Catherine's faith keeps me grounded, her nod a lifeline. The city's pulse, New York's steel heart, beats against me. But I stand firm, the toolbox my anchor. Social media buzzes, some praising our grit, others tearing it down. I see Emily's hurt, her eyes dimmed by cruel taunts. and my heart aches. I've brought this storm to her door. The world's watching, judging, and I wonder if truth was worth this chaos. My father's voice whispers, "Keep going." I'm Jake Miller, and though the noise is loud, my resolve is louder. Built on grease and grit, ready to face the world's verdict, for Emily, for Aether, for the dream we've saved. Sterling's empire collapses, a house of cards in a gale. His Fusion Corp allies sever ties, their plot exposed, their greed laid bare. Arthur's confession, raw and broken, leaks to the press, his career ashes scattered by Eleanor's evidence. Sterling's threats, once sharp as knives, now falter, desperate pleas from a cornered man. I watch, detached, in Aether's control room, the toolbox at my feet, its weight Dad's steady hand. The media swarms, their cameras hungry, tearing at Sterling's facade. His smug grin is gone, replaced by panic as security closes in. Arthur's ruin is quieter, his head bowed, a traitor undone by his wife's courage. I feel no joy, only the cold weight of justice. My hands, calloused from years at Miller Motors, fixed what they broke, and now they're broken. The reactor hums, our patches holding, a testament to grit over greed. Fusion Corp's stock plummets, their name poison. I'm a mechanic, not a judge, but I see the fault lines in Sterling's world, the cracks we widened. Emily's code, my diagnostics, Eleanor's truth, they've torn him down. The city's noise fades, I hear my shop's hum, its truth my guide. Sterling's allies scatter, their loyalty bought and now worthless. I think of Dad, his toolbox a relic of honest work, and know we've outlasted their lies. The victory's bitter, the chaos lingering like smoke. Catherine's eyes meet mine, her gratitude a silent vow. I'm an outsider, my boots out of place on Aether's polished floors, but I've done what they couldn't. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, sits by me, a reminder, truth endures. Sterling's control is gone, his empire dust, and I'm the mechanic who watched it fall. My daughter at my side, our fight carving a path through the wreckage.
Catherine calls me to her office, the city's skyline stark through the glass. Aether's restructuring, and I'm its heart, a new division blending my hands-on grit with their tech, a bridge between my shop and this tower. The toolbox sits by me, its weight Dad's pride, urging me forward. Catherine's plan is bold, the Miller-Vance Institute for System Integrity, my diagnostics at its core. Miller Motors, back home, could become a training hub, breathing life into my town. Emily's offered a scholarship, her future bright. I'm stunned, my roots pulling against this new world. New York's pulse, once foreign, now calls me, but it's daunting, a mechanic leading a corporate charge. I'm no suit, just a man who fixes things, yet Catherine sees more. The chaos of Sterling's fall has reshaped us. I'm no longer just saving Aether, but building its future. Emily's eyes shine, her robotics dreams alive in this plan. The toolbox, my anchor, reminds me of Dad's lessons. Fix what's broken, no matter the scale. I'm pushed into this role, leader, not follower, my hands ready, but my heart heavy. My town, my shop live in me, but this is bigger, a chance to merge grit with progress. Catherine's trust, Emily's pride fuel me. I'm Jake Miller, and though the path's new, I'm not running. The city's steel heart beats with mine, the reactor's hum, a promise kept. I see Miller Motors, its sign faded but proud, now a beacon for others. This is my new world, daunting, yes, but mine to shape. The toolbox, scratched and true, stays with me, a vow to build, to lead, to carry Dad's legacy into a future I never imagined. For Emily, for Aether, for a world that needs fixing. A new path opens, my role redefined, but allies emerge from shadows. Who'll stand with us now? The city's weight presses hard, but a familiar face breaks through. Maria Sanchez, my old friend from home, steps into Aether's glass tower, her grin tough as steel, eyes sharp like Dad's. She's a coder, built from the same small-town grit as me, her hands as steady as mine on a wrench. She's brought others, mechanics, techs, dreamers from towns like ours, their faces worn but fierce, drawn by my fight against Sterling. They followed our story, seen the news, and now they're here, offering skills honed in garages and backyards. Maria's voice, rough with pride, says, "We're with you, Jake." My heart lifts. The toolbox at my feet feels lighter. Dad's legacy alive in her nod. Catherine sees their value, hires them on the spot, her trust a spark in this corporate maze. I'm not alone anymore, not just a mechanic against a machine. These are my people, their hands calloused like mine, their hearts tied to places the city can't touch. Maria's network, small but fierce, knows code and steel, truth and sweat. The reactor hums, our fixes holding, but this is bigger, a lifeline from home. I grip the toolbox. It scratches a map of my roots, and feel Dad's pride. Maria's here, her coders at her side, and I'm Jake Miller, no longer an outsider, but a man with allies, ready to rebuild Aether with the grit of my town, for Emily, for the dream we're saving. Maria and I dive into Aether's systems, her code weaving with my diagnostics like gears meshing in an engine. The toolbox sits open, its tools gleaming, Dad's lessons guiding us. Emily joins, her robotic skills a bridge between our worlds, her laptop glowing in the server room's dim light. We're a unit, our hands and minds in sync, tightening the reactor's protocols against Sterling's ghosts. Catherine's there, not just a boss but a partner, her trust deepening with every fix. Her eyes meet mine, a silent vow. She's one of us now, bound by grit, not titles. Maria's laugh, raw and familiar, echoes my shop back home, grounding me. We rework circuits, patch code, each move a step towards something bigger. Emily's algorithms, sharp as her spirit, lock down vulnerabilities, while my multimeter finds faults no machine could see. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, is our anchor, tying us to Miller Motors' oil-stained floor. Catherine shares her vision, clean energy, a world reborn, and I see Dad in her fire. Maria's coders, small-town tough, work beside us, their loyalty a wall against the city's noise. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, but here with Maria's grit, Emily's brilliance, Catherine's faith, I'm more, a leader forging a bond stronger than steel. The reactors hum, our fight a promise. We're not just fixing systems, we're building trust, a team rooted in truth. The toolbox whispers, this is home, this is family. Together, we're unstoppable, ready to carry Aether's dream forward, for my town, for Emily, for a world that needs us. Our team grows, a tide of small-town mechanics, coders, dreamers, their hands as rough as mine, their hearts fierce. Maria's network, once a whisper, now roars, linking towns like mine to Aether's mission. The toolbox sits by me, its weight Dad's pride, a symbol of our roots. Emily leads an internship, her robotics shining, inspiring kids who see themselves in her fire. I'm Jake Miller, and this community, my people, my town's blood, rebuilds Aether's trust. We're not suits, we're workers, our hands stained with grease and code, building a future no corporate snake can break. The reactor hums. Our fix is a testament to grit over greed. Catherine watches, her vision alive in our sweat. Maria's coders train others, their skills spreading like roots under soil. I see Dad in their eyes, his lessons alive in every bolt turned, every line coded. Emily's program grows, girls like her learning to dream big. The city's noise fades, our community's strength drowns it out. Miller Motors, back home, is a hub now, training kids who'll carry this fight. I'm no hero, just a mechanic. But with Maria, Emily, our team, I'm part of something bigger. A force of small-town heart, proving truth wins. The toolbox, scratched and true, stands with us, a beacon for every dreamer who dares. Aether's mission, clean energy for all, lives in our hands. We're a community, unbreakable. Our strength in every callus, every line of code. I'm Jake Miller, and with my people, I'll build a world where grit shines. For Emily, for Dad, for all of us who believe. The media's storm shifts, a tide turning in our favor. Headlines now sing of Aether's recovery, my name, Jake Miller, etched in their glow. The mechanic who saved the future. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, sits in my office, a silent witness to our fight. Social media buzzes, posts hailing our grit, videos of Emily's internship program going viral, her robotics inspiring kids across the country. My small town, once fading, beams with pride. Miller Motors' faded sign, a symbol of hope reborn. The city's noise, once a beast, now carries our story, each share a spark. Catherine's vision, clean energy for all, shines brighter, her trust in me a cornerstone. I'm no hero, just a man with calloused hands, but the world sees us now. Reporters swarm, their cameras hungry, calling me a small-town legend. I feel Dad's lessons in my bones, his toolbox a relic of truth. Emily's program, training kids like her, draws eyes nationwide, her fire a beacon. My shop, once a relic, is a hub now, its story trending. The media's lens, once harsh, now warms, amplifying our fight. I walk Aether's halls, my boots still out of place but welcome. The reactors hum our triumph. The world's watching, not with scorn, but awe, sharing our tale of grit over greed. I see my town in every headline, its heart beating through me. Emily's smile, bright on screens, carries our legacy. The toolbox, my anchor, reminds me we've done this together. Catherine nods, her gratitude a quiet fire. The media's voice, once chaos, now sings our truth. Spreading Aether's dream, my hands, Emily's code, our community's heart. I'm Jake Miller, and this story, ours, isn't just mine anymore. It's the world's, a call to dream, to fight, to build. Justice moves, cold and sure, like a wrench turning a stubborn bolt. Sterling and Arthur face trials, their crimes laid bare in courtrooms stark with truth. Fusion Corp's stock crashes, their name poison, their plot to steal Aether's tech a public scar. I testify, my voice steady, the toolbox by my side, its weight Dad's pride. The reactors hum, our victory echoes in my words. Emily watches, her eyes sharp, learning the cost of truth. Sterling's arrogance is gone, his eyes hollow as he faces the gavel. Arthur's confession, raw and broken, seals his ruin. Eleanor's evidence, the blade that cut him down. The media swarms, their headlines no longer tearing but building. Aether cleared, its mission stronger. I'm a mechanic, not a judge, but I see the fault lines in their world, the cracks we exposed. The courtroom's air is heavy, the world's eyes on us. Catherine's nod steadies me, her faith a shield. My town, my shop, live in my words, their grit my strength. Fusion Corp's empire unravels, their greed a warning. I think of Dad, his lessons in every fix, every truth I fought for. The toolbox, scratched and true, sits by me, a testament to what endures. Emily's code, my diagnostics, Eleanor's courage, they've brought justice, not just for Aether, but for every dreamer betrayed by greed. The trials end, Sterling and Arthur bound by their own lies, their power dust. Aether's stock rises, the world's trust ours again. I'm Jake Miller, my hands stained with grease, my heart with purpose. The courtroom fades, but its verdict lingers. Truth wins, grit prevails.
Emily's pride, Catherine's resolve, carry me. The toolbox whispers, "You've done it." Justice is served, not with fanfare, but with quiet strength. For a world that needs fixing, for a future we've saved.
I let go of hate, its weight a chain I won't carry. Sterling's broken, Arthur's lost, their ruin is enough. I stand in Aether's control room. The reactors hum a steady pulse. My father's toolbox at my feet. It scratches a map of my journey. I focus on building Aether's dream, Emily's future, a world reborn. Catherine joins me, her gratitude raw, her eyes mirroring my own scars. We're human, flawed, but we've forged something true. The toolbox reminds me, fix, don't curse what's broken. I choose hope, not vengeance. For Emily, for Dad, for all of us. The city's noise fades, my town's heart beating through me. Sterling's threats, Arthur's betrayal, are shadows now, their power gone. I see Emily, her robotics shining, her smile a light no hate can dim. My shop, Miller Motors, thrives as a hub, its legacy alive. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, my hands built for mending, not breaking. Catherine and I share a quiet moment. Her vision for clean energy, our shared vow. The media's glow, once harsh, now warms, spreading our story of grit over greed. I think of Dad, his lessons in every bolt I've turned, every truth I've held. Hate won't build a future, hope will. The toolbox, my anchor, carries his voice. Keep going. Emily's dreams, Aether's mission, my town's pride, they're my strength. I forgive, not for Sterling, but for me, for the world waiting beyond these walls. The reactors hum, our community's heart beats strong. I'm not a hero, just a man who fixes things, who chooses light over dark. With Catherine, Emily, my people, I'll build, not burn, for a future where truth shines, where grit endures, where hope heals all. Peace settles, our truth spreads, but a final test looms. Can we hold this ground?
A late-night alert pierces the quiet. A red flash on my screen. Aether's systems are under attack. My heart kicks. The toolbox at my feet a steady weight. It's Sterling's old code, reborn. A last gasp from Fusion Corp's remnants clawing for revenge. The server room's hum is a warning, its air thick with ghosts. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, not a warrior, but this fight's mine. Emily's at her laptop, her eyes sharp, her robotic skills ready. The code's familiar, a digital echo of Sterling's sabotage, targeting the reactor's core. My hands tremble. But the toolbox grounds me, Dad's voice whispering, find the fault. I see my shop, Miller Motors, its oil-stained floor a world away. Yet here, in this glass tower, I'm still that man. The attack's clever, weaving through our patches, but I faced worse. Emily's code traces its source, a Fusion Corp server, desperate and dying. Catherine's alerted, her trust, a spark. The city's pulse, New York's steel heart beats against me, but I'm not the same Jake who arrived scared and out of place. My town, my daughter, my grit, they've forged me anew. The reactor's hum falters, a warning of what's at stake. I grip the toolbox, it scratches a map of my fight, and dive in. Emily's ready, her skills sharper than ever. This is our last stand. A shadow from the past, testing our strength. I'm not running. I'm Jake Miller, and with my daughter, my tools, my truth, I'll face this threat, ready to protect Aether's dream. For Dad, for Emily, for a world that needs us. The server room's a battlefield, screens glowing like eyes in the dark. I'm at the reactor's relays, my hands steady, probing with Dad's old multimeter, while Emily's code hunts the hack, her fingers flying. Maria's team joins, their grit a wall, their hands as tough as mine. The toolbox sits, scratched and true, its weight my anchor. The attack's fierce, Sterling's ghost in every line, but we're fiercer. Emily's program, born from her robotics, isolates the code, a digital snare. I find a tampered relay, its fault subtle but real, and fix it, my hands moving like Dad's, deliberate, sure. Maria's coders patch vulnerabilities, their small-town heart matching mine. Catherine watches, her nod a vow. The reactor's hum steadies, our work a shield. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, my calloused hands built for this. The city's noise fades. I hear my shop, its truth my guide. Emily's code locks the system, Fusion Corp's last stand crumbling. Each move's precise, a dance of grit and skill. I think of Dad, his lessons in every bolt I turn, every fault I mend. The toolbox, heavy with memory, whispers, "You're enough." Maria's team, Emily's brilliance, my diagnostics, they're a force, unbreakable. The attack dies, its signal cut, the reactor safe. I'm weary, my bones aching, but unbroken, my heart set. The city's steel heart beats with mine, Aether's dream intact. This is our final fight, and we've won, not with noise, but with truth, steady and sure. I'm Jake Miller, and with my daughter, my allies, my toolbox, I've faced the last shadow and stood tall, ready for what's next, for a world we've saved.
No cheers, just the reactor's steady hum, a quiet victory in the server room's glow. I'm Jake Miller, my hands stained with grease, my heart full. The toolbox sits, it scratches Dad's pride, a testament to our fight. Emily hugs me, her eyes brighter than any headline, her pride louder than words. Catherine shakes my hand, her gaze warm, a silent thank you for saving Aether. The city's pulse, once foreign, now feels like home. Fusion Corp's hack is dead, their threat ash, our work a shield for the future. I'm no hero, just a mechanic who fixes what's broken. But this win's ours, built on grit, not glory. Maria's team nods, their small-town heart my own. I think of Miller Motors, its legacy alive in every bolt I've turned. Emily's robotics, my diagnostics, Catherine's faith, they've carried us here. The toolbox, heavy with memory, whispers, "You've done it." Aether's safe, its mission stronger, clean energy, a promise kept. I see Dad's face, his lessons my spine, and Sarah's smile, her love in Emily's eyes. The victory's thumlunk, no fanfare, just truth holding fast. I'm weary, but whole, my roots deep in my town, my shop, now blooming in this tower. Catherine's vision, our community, lives in me. I'm Jake Miller, a man who faced a final test and stood firm for Emily, for Dad, for a world that needs fixing. The reactor hums, our dream alive, and I know this is enough. With my daughter, my allies, my toolbox, I've built something true, a quiet win for a louder future. Ready for whatever comes next. Victory's ours, the threat gone. But healing waits. What will we build from this?
The fight's over. The reactors hum a steady hymn in Aether's heart. I step back, my hands weary but whole. The toolbox at my feet. It scratches a map of battles won. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, no longer at war. I visit Miller Motors, my small town's air sharp with memory, its faded sign now gleaming under new lights, a training hub, alive with purpose. Emily's thriving, her robotics lab a star, her future a fire no storm can dim. The city's pulse, New York's steel heart, feels like home now, its glare softened. Catherine's vision, our community's grit, has carried us here. The toolbox holds Dad's pride, Sarah's love, their way to comfort. I walk the shop's oil-stained floor, each step a release from the chaos of Sterling's betrayal. The media's noise fades, the world's judgment distant. I'm not a hero, just a man who fixed what was broken, who held fast. Emily's smile bright as dawn heals me. Aether secure, its mission stronger, clean energy a promise kept. My town breathes again, jobs flowing, pride restored. The toolbox, heavy with memory, sits by me, a testament to grit over greed. I'm home, not in place, but in purpose, my heart steady. Maria's coders, Catherine's faith, Emily's dreams, they've built this piece. I see Dad in every tool, his lessons my spine. The fight's done, the wound's closing, and I'm whole, ready to rest, to live. My shop, my daughter, my truth, they're enough. The reactor's hum, our community's heart, sings of victory, not with noise, but with quiet strength. I'm Jake Miller, and I've stopped fighting, not because I'm weak, but because I've won. For Emily, for Dad, for a world that's healing, its future, ours to shape. I forgive myself, the doubt that gnawed at me in Aether's glass tower, the fear I'd fail Emily, betray Dad's legacy. The toolbox sits, it scratches a mirror of my scars, each one a lesson learned. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, my hands built for fixing, not cursing. I forgive Sterling, Arthur, their ruins their own, their greed a shadow I won't carry. In Catherine's office, the city skyline soft through the glass. We talk, her vulnerability a reflection of mine. She's no suit, just a woman who believed in me, her scars as real as my own. We're human, flawed, but we've built truth from chaos. The toolbox whispers, "Let go, Jake." I do. For Emily, for Dad, for the world waiting beyond these walls. My shop, Miller Motors, lives in me, its grit my guide. Sterling's threats, Arthur's betrayal, fade like rust under my hands. I see Emily, her robotics alight, and know I've done enough. Catherine's gratitude, raw and quiet, seals it. We're partners, not just in work, but in healing. The reactor hums, Aether's dream alive, and I let go of anger, choosing hope instead. My town's pride, my daughter's smile fill the wounds left by doubt. The toolbox, heavy with Dad's love, Sarah's memory, grounds me. I forgive, not for them, but for me, for the future we're building. The city's noise, once a beast, now hums with possibility. I'm not a hero, just a man who mends, who chooses light over dark. With Catherine, Emily, my community, I've forged peace, not with vengeance, but with truth. The toolbox, my anchor, carries Dad's voice. Fix, don't break. I'm Jake Miller, and I'm whole, ready to build, to live, for a world that needs healing, its heart beating with ours.
I hand Emily the toolbox. It scratches her heritage, its weight, Dad's love, Sarah's light. Her smile, bright as a new dawn, heals me, a wound closing in my chest. We stand by the tree we planted at Aether's new Miller Vance Institute, its roots deep, leaves catching the sun. It's a symbol, not of victory, but of growth, of grit made green. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, my hands stained with grease, my heart with purpose. The toolbox, now Emily's, sits in her dorm, a bridge between my shop and her future. The tree grows, like Aether's dream, clean energy for a world reborn. I see Dad in its bark, his lessons in every branch, fix what's broken, build what lasts. Emily's robotics, shining in her lab, carry our legacy forward. Catherine's beside me, her vision our soil, her trust our rain. The city's pulse, New York's steel heart, beats with ours, no longer foreign. My town, Miller Motors, thrives as a hub, its sign a beacon for dreamers. The tree's shade cools me, its roots a mirror of my own, deep in small-town soil. I'm healed, not by forgetting, but by building, by loving what remains. Emily, Aether, our community. The reactor hums, a steady hymn, and I know this is enough. The toolbox, passed to Emily, is our vow. Grit endures, truth grows. I'm not a hero, just a man who mends, who plants seeds for a world to come. The tree stands tall, its leaves a promise, our fight a root system spreading wide. With Emily's smile, Catherine's faith, my hands, I've built something true, a healing stronger than any scar. For Dad, for Sarah, for a world that's ours to shape. Healed, we stand tall, our tree rooted deep. What legacy will we leave?
The storm's past, and life settles, a new rhythm pulsing through me. I'm Jake Miller, standing in Aether's glass tower, my boots still carrying the dust of my small town, but New York's steel heart beats with mine now. The Miller Vance Institute for System Integrity thrives, a beacon where my hands-on grit merges with cutting-edge tech, a bridge between Miller Motors and this corporate world. The toolbox, scratched and heavy, sits in Emily's dorm, her heritage, Dad's love etched in its scars. My shop back home hums, no longer fading, but alive, a training hub for mechanics who dream like I did. Emily's in college, her robotics lab a star, her scholarship a promise capped. Catherine and I, partners in work and heart, build a future where integrity reigns, our trust a foundation stronger than steel. Aether's reactor hums, clean energy flowing, a dream no longer threatened, but real. My town breathes again, jobs blooming, pride restored in every calloused hand. The city, once a beast, feels like home, its pulse ours. I walk the Institute's halls, my diagnostics guiding young techs, their eyes bright like Emily's. The toolbox, now Emily's, carries Dad's lessons. Fix what's broken, build what lasts. I see my shop's oil-stained floor in every fix, my roots deep in its grit. Catherine's vision, clean energy for all, lives in me, in every bolt I've turned. I'm no suit, but I'm a leader, my hands steady, my heart full. Maria's coders, my community, stand with me, their small-town heart my own. The reactor's hum, Aether's mission, is our song, a steady hymn of truth. I think of Dad, his pride in every tool, Sarah's love in Emily's smile. This life, stable and earned, is mine. Jake Miller, mechanic, father, builder. The city's glow, once cold, now warms, its skyline a canvas for our dreams. Miller Motors, Aether, Emily, they're my world, rebuilt from chaos, rooted in grit. I'm home, not in place, but in purpose, ready to live, to lead, for a future we've shaped together. Our story spreads, a fire catching in the hearts of dreamers. Schools call me to speak, kids like Emily hanging on my words, their eyes wide with possibility. I'm Jake Miller, a mechanic, my hands stained with grease, my voice rough but true. I tell them, trust your hands, your heart. Grit beats polish. The toolbox, now Emily's, sits in her dorm, a symbol of what endures. Aether's internship program, led by Emily, grows. Kids from small towns learning diagnostics, coding, dreaming big. Maria's network trains thousands, linking forgotten places to Aether's mission, their hands as tough as mine. The media calls us heroes, but I'm just a man who didn't quit, who fixed what was broken. Catherine's vision, clean energy for all, sparks change. Her faith in me is a light. Emily's program inspires girls to code, to build, their robotics labs echoing her fire. I see Dad in their eyes, his lessons alive in every wrench turned, every line coded. My shop, Miller Motors, is a hub now, its story trending, a beacon for those who dare.
The city's noise carries our tale, social media buzzing with our fight, grit over greed, truth over lies. I'm no orator, but my words land, raw and real, in auditoriums, on screens. Emily's smile, bright as dawn, drives me. She's proof dreams grow from small places. Maria's coders, my community, spread our story, their small-town heart a force. Aether's reactor hums, a testament to what we built. I think of Dad, his toolbox, a relic of honest work, and know we're inspiring a world. Kids write to me, their letters echoing my town, my fight. Catherine's beside me, her vision our fuel. I'm Jake Miller, and with Emily, Maria, our people, we're not just saving energy, we're saving dreams, showing the world what's possible when you fight, when you build, when you hold fast to truth. The tree we planted at the Miller Vance Institute stands tall, its leaves catching dawn's light, roots deep in soil we've claimed. I'm Jake Miller, with Emily and Catherine beside me, the toolbox at our feet. It scratches a map of our fight. Aether's reactor hums, clean energy flowing, a world reborn through our hands. I see Dad in the tree's bark, his lessons in every branch. Fix what's broken, build what lasts. Sarah's love lives in Emily's smile, her robotics a fire that lights the future. The toolbox passed to Emily is our vow, its weight our truth. Fix what's broken, Dad said, and you fix yourself. That's our story. Grit, truth, healing. A mechanic's heart beating through chaos. To you watching, hear this. Your hands, your heart can change the world. Don't let the noise drown you. Find the fault, mend it, build something true. The tree's shade cools us. Its roots are legacy, spreading wide like Aether's dream. Emily's lab, Maria's coders, my shop, they're beacons for dreamers. Proof small towns can shift the world. Catherine's vision, clean energy, is our gift, built on trust, not greed. I'm no hero, just a man who fixed what was broken, who loved what remained. The city's pulse, New York's steel heart, sings with ours, its glow warm now. Subscribe, share our journey, support this channel. Your voice makes our story louder. Thank you for believing in us, for seeing the grit in our hands, the truth in our fight. More stories wait, tales of hope, of battles won, of dreams rebuilt. Stay with us, carry this forward, plant your own tree, fix what's broken. I'm Jake Miller, and with Emily, Catherine, our community, we've built something true. A legacy for Dad, for Sarah, for you, for a world that needs healing, that needs you to fight, to build, to dream.